Hey y'all, Mike here from allamerican.org, and today we're talking about cat food made in the USA. So first things first, I am not a veterinarian, and I definitely recommend you consulting yours first before deciding on which food to feed your cat. Obviously, they're going to have great recommendations on what's best for your cat's life stage and the specific health conditions that they may or may not have and everything in between. Now, that being said, there's a lot of benefits to buying American-made cat food. One, it's going to be cooked in USDA certified kitchens, or at least most of it, and all of the brands that I'm recommending today are. And when it comes to ingredient sourcing, it's nice to know that a lot of the primary ingredients are sourced from US suppliers. So for all of the brands that I'm mentioning today, pretty much all of their ingredients come from the US. So their stuff like chicken is going to come from US farmers, as well as veggies and other ingredients from local suppliers. So it's really nice to know that you're going to be feeding really high quality ingredients to your cat, and it's cooked in a really safe environment. Now, that being said, there's still a few ingredients that some of these brands are sourcing from other countries, but I'll make sure to call that out when that's the case. And pretty much every brand that I'm mentioning today is super transparent about their ingredient sourcing, so you can look up where every single ingredient comes from these companies. And of course, we have a ton of written research on cat food made in the USA, so I'll put a link to that on allamerican.org in the description below, as well as the cards at the top of the video. All right, let's jump right into these American-made cat food manufacturers, starting with Health Extension. Health Extension is based in New York and is incredibly transparent about their supply chain and has a great line of cat food. They tell you where every ingredient is sourced from, and the large majority of them come from US farms and sources. They have both wet and dry food for your cats, and also some special recipes for cats with certain health conditions, which is pretty cool. They also gave us an exclusive discount code for allamerican.org readers, so use the code allamericanorg for 5% off your order. Next up is The Honest Kitchen. The Honest Kitchen is based in San Diego, California, and makes human-grade cat food, but they make it not just in the typical way that you see that shipped when it's frozen, and then you gotta thaw it out, and then throw it in your cat's food bowl. They actually have some dehydrated recipes and some dry recipes that they call their whole cluster recipes that are human-grade, which is pretty cool. They source 88% of their whole cluster's ingredients for their cat food from North American suppliers, and I believe 75% of their dehydrated food ingredients from North American suppliers as well. Next up is Portland Pet Food Company. Portland Pet Food Company is based in Portland, Oregon, and has really simple recipes for cats that have just a few ingredients. I believe every single recipe that they offer has 11 or fewer ingredients and just a couple of flavors to choose from for their cat food, but they're just really high quality and well made. All of their recipes are cooked in the US, and every single ingredient is either US grown or US sourced. They also don't use any fillers, no meat meals, or any other sort of preservatives and artificial ingredients in any of their recipes. Next up is Raised Right. Raised Right is based in Rye, New York, and if you're looking for a more low-carb recipe for your cat, these guys are it. They make human-grade cat food, and it's shipped frozen, which you might have seen like my previous videos on stuff like Nom Nom dog food. This is similar, where they're going to send it in kind of a freeze-dried package. You'll store it in your freezer and then pull out the stuff that you need for your cat that week. Like I mentioned, they are low-carb recipes, so they're not using anything like grains, rice, oats, or anything like that. So if your cat needs a recipe like that, these guys are a really good option, and they use very limited ingredients list as well. I was looking at all of their recipes, and I believe it's 12 or fewer ingredients on pretty much every recipe that they offer for cats. Next up is Smalls. Smalls is a cat food delivery service based in New York, and you actually take a quiz to tell Smalls a little bit more about your cat so they can customize a meal plan for you. Everything's cooked in human-grade USDA certified facilities in New Jersey and Ohio, and all of their recipes use at least 80% animal protein. And in terms of ingredient sourcing, all of their beef, chicken, pork, turkey, and fish is all sourced from US suppliers. And the last brand I'll mention in today's video is Goodness Gracious. These guys are another good human-grade cat food manufacturer that's based in Boston, Massachusetts. Most of their ingredients are sourced from the US. They have a few imported ones, like their beef comes from Costa Rica, but they're super transparent about all of their ingredients and where they come from. You can actually find a full list of every single ingredient and the country of origin, most of which is the US, on all of their recipe pages on their website. Alrighty y'all, that's it for this one. Like I mentioned, we have a ton of written research on allamerican.org on cat food, including some breakdowns on some other popular brands within the cat food industry and where they're actually made. So I'm putting all of that stuff in the description below. As always, thanks for supporting your country and shopping American made. See y'all next time.